5. And so we get into the pro goes, man, he goes, that should be a skin. I've never had an outing where 2 people equal that.
All right, Mr. Hsieh, we got you back now.
Sorry about that.
No, it was on our end. We froze up over here. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to go on the record. This is case number 2012359FH. This is People versus Seth Goldgrab. He was set for sentencing today, but as a mix-up on the court's end, we did not make arrangements to have him able to appear from the Kent County Jail. So we're going to reset this sentencing for September 29th at 8:45. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to check the plea transcript to see if there was a 6-month cap or a 4-month cap, and if I put a Cobb's agreement for 4 months or 6 months or any number. And the other thing that we discussed was that we are going to, he served 37 days as of today in Kent County while he was out on bond for this case. We are going to factor those 37 days in, take that off any time that he's ultimately sentenced to at the time of sentencing. I can't give him actual credit for it because he was out on bond, but the court will factor it in and give him de facto credit for those days. Is that an accurate
Thank you, Your Honor.
recitation of what we talked about offline, Mr. Stay?
It is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Hsieh?
That's absolutely accurate. Your Honor, if I could just make one other request. There's a $2,600 restitution order, and I know that the recommendation was that we keep that open, but we'd like to get that paid before sentencing. We just need to make sure that there's an order that's in. So to the extent, we would leave $750 off of that so that bond could be applied to the balance if that's what the court wanted. But the restitution is something that we can and are looking to get done before we come in for sentencing. We'd like to have that buttoned up.
So Mr. Stay or his victim's rights advocate will get us a solid number. He'll share it with you, and if we agree upon it, we can get an order for sentencing to pay that.
I'll follow up with Mr. Stay. That's great.
Okay, and that's all for today.
Last question, Your Honor, I'm sorry, is I just, because I have 2 other hearings up on the 29th, which I can do in addition to this, I'm going to assume that this is going to be on Zoom unless you want me there in person.
Planning on Zoom.
Okay, great. Wonderful. I'll follow up with your staff, Your Honor, just to make sure that we're still on for the 29th. And anything that we can do on our end, I'll follow up with, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You all take care.
Oh, not at the same time, I was thinking water. Yeah, it's all fine. Remember, we get a second shot right in the meeting. And so we go and then we get to the announcer goes, we had, and this has never happened in our since I've been here. And this another group, there's a result.
Take those 2 hours.
You don't like it? My brother, they're on number 6 fairway, Greenbrier.
Oh, Virginia?
It said it's 78. No, Greenbrier is in North Carolina. Is it Virginia? No, it is Virginia. Myrtle Beach, near Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
You are
Greenbrier.
from Ohio.
No, I think Greenbrier is in South Carolina.
No, the Greenbrier is,
No, it's in North
the Homestead is in,
North Carolina. Because they drove there, he said it's like 5.5 hours.
John, that last one you mentioned, what was that? Did you actually do that?
Greenbrier is North Carolina.
no, not that Greenbrier. This famous Greenbrier is in West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia, that's where they are, West Virginia.
Beautiful.
He said it's 78.
Tom and Dad used to go down there.
Yeah, he said 78, that's where they are now. Staying at the lot. So they're on number 6, because they're gonna get their second shot.
Were they rubbing it in?
Yeah. 70 and
Don't you even pass that whole lot? Is that how you? Is that Mr. Miyagi? We were saying that's gonna be more than SPAC, we're gonna have to get some problem for
Okay.
like this crazy guy. Phone call. 911.
Johnson.
Now he's calling. He's got a phone.
You called us too.
Yeah, I go, yeah, he called everybody, he's called everybody but me.
That's right.
He hasn't called me, I got no idea what he's gonna do. He hasn't called me. And I could try to call him, and then leave message, doesn't call me back. So, I told Diane, I said, I don't know if you're gonna show up. You wanna send a jury over there?
That's what they call hybrid.
He said, well, it's a little too. Not fired. You wanna bring the jury over? I seem to get it.
I just called.
Did you call before the hearing? Like, for that?
I sent them the list this morning and I just called and said he's not at the table.
I'll get that. No. I got this one. You know, judge.
Right.
That's, I mean, that's not until, I mean, he went to jail.
Wasn't the mother the one he was in breaking
Yeah.
into the place with?
Yeah, he went to jail June 15th, so July 15th, August 15th, September 15th. It's not 120 days until October. Keep calling him. What am I doing?
Just sure you know.
Chair, be ready for it.
All right, are you Michael James Bissard?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is case number 19-12089, FH. Mr. Bissard is set for a probation violation hearing today. He's represented by Mr. Prysock. And Mr. Prysock, it looks like Mr. Bissard may be facing new charges out of this for operating while intoxicated, causing death, and maybe causing serious injury. Do you wish to go forward with today's hearing, or are you asking the court for an adjournment?
We're asking for an adjournment, Judge. I believe that's probably going to be with the agreement of the prosecutor as we talked about it. And I talked with Michael today, and we just need more time to kind of a short time with the appointment, plus the seriousness of the charges.
Any objection to that, Mr. Stay?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Bissard, do you understand that you have the right to have a probation violation hearing within 14 days, and that's why we scheduled it for today?
Yes, sir.
All right. And your attorney is indicating to the court that he wants to adjourn the case to find out what's going on with the operating while intoxicated, causing death or serious injury, potential charges or actual charges. Does that meet with your approval?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So the court, is that this county, Mr. Prysock, Mr. Stay, another county?
Kent County, but we're also reviewing other charges as well.
All right. Well, we'll set this case for a probation violation hearing October 27th at 9:30. And then we should know more about what's going to be charged or not charged by then. All right, anything else for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Price aye?
Not at this point, Judge Michael, I'll be over to see you.
All right, that's all
Okay.
for today then.